Have you heard that the phrase curiosity killed the cat wasn't originally about curiosity at all, and Shakespeare himself used the original version? Stay tuned. Curiosity killed the cat? All right, here's the twist that nobody sees coming. The original phrase wasn't about curiosity at all. In 1598, playwright Ben Jonson wrote, "Care kill a cat," or "Carol kill a cat." Not Carol, but "Care will kill a cat." And care meant worry and grief, not nosiness. Shakespeare used the same version a year later in Much Ado About Nothing. The word curiosity didn't replace care until an Irish newspaper used it in 1868, and the modern version didn't fully stick until the early 1900s. And the full phrase, curiosity killed the cat, but satisfaction brought it back. The cat's pajamas! In the 1920s, flappers needed slang as bold as their bobbed hair and jazz records. Enter the cat's pajamas, meaning something absolutely outstanding, the best of the best. Why pajamas? Because women wearing pajamas in that era were considered shockingly daring and avant-garde. Cat was flapper slang for a stylish, cool person. Put them together and you get the ultimate compliment of the jazz age. In use by at least 1919 and all over newspapers by the early 1920s, right there alongside the bee's knees, the eel's ankles, and the elephant's instep. Yeah, those were all real phrases. The 1920s were pretty incredible. Cat burglar. Not named after a cat who steals tuna. A cat burglar entered buildings by climbing walls, scaling rooftops, and slipping through upper story windows, moving with the silent, agile grace of a cat. The term dates to 1907 according to the online etymology dictionary and became widely used in early 20th century crime reporting, and still 100% the coolest type of criminal to be called. Copycat! Kittens are believed to learn by watching and imitating adult cats. Every behavior, from hunting to grooming to jumping, mimicked from older cats. The term became common in the late 1800s and has been the go-to insult on every elementary school playground ever since. Catnap? Cats sleep between 12 and 16 hours a day in short, frequent bursts rather than one long stretch. Humans noticed, were extremely jealous, and we named our brief daytime snoozes accordingly. The phrase has been in use since the early 1800s. Cats have been napping without apology since long before that. Power nap culture owes them a loyalty check. Fat cat. Yeah, this phrase originated in the early 20th century as political slang for wealthy donors who bankrolled candidates. Not because of their talent or ideas, but because of their money. Political satirists, people who make fun of politics, loved it. It stuck, and today it describes any powerful, wealthy person living comfortably at everyone else's expense. The fat cat moved from the op-ed page to the boardroom. Scaredy cat! Cats are famously jumpy. Sensitive to sudden movement, noise, and the general audacity of cucumbers placed near them. It's a real thing. The phrase scaredy cat for an overly timid person has been in use since at least the early 1900s. It's one of the gentlest insults in the English language, and yet somehow it still stings coming from a 6-year-old.
Royal flush!
When the cat's away, the mice will play. This proverb dates back further than most people realize. A version appears in the Harleian Miscellany as early as 1470, and by 1607, Thomas Heywood's play A Woman Killed with Kindness already referred to it as an old proverb, meaning it was so well known by then that audiences didn't need it explained. The logic is ancient and universal. Remove the authority figure, watch everyone immediately do whatever they want. Every office, every classroom, every family reunion, when the parents step out, this proverb still runs the world. The cat's meow, born in the same jazz age frenzy as the cat's pajamas, the cat's meow meant something superb or stylish. The earliest confirmed figurative use is from a 1921 U.S. Army newsletter. Soldiers used it to compliment a particularly good letter. By 1922, it was in newspapers nationwide. Cartoonist Tad Dorgan helped popularize it, but he didn't coin it. Nobody's entirely sure who did. Grinning like a Cheshire cat. Lewis Carroll made this phrase immortal in Alice's Adventures in Wonderland in 1865, but the expression predates the book. The Cheshire Cat's grin, wide, mysterious, and lingering long after the cat itself disappears, was already a regional saying in England. One theory traces it to Cheshire cheese being sold in the shape of a grinning cat. Another points to Cheshire's historic status as a county palatine, giving its residents something to grin about. Carroll just gave the grin a body. Temporarily. Okay, bonus word. In the late 1800s, when Heinz started selling their famous tomato condiment, most Americans actually called it catsup, C-A-T-S-U-P. But Heinz deliberately chose tomato ketchup, K-E-T-C-H-U-P, on their labels. But why did they do that? Because at the time, lots of sauces called catsup weren't made from tomatoes at all. They were made from mushrooms, walnuts, or fish sauces inspired by the Chinese word ketchup. So Heinz added tomato to signal purity and consistency. The brand became so dominant that their spelling, ketchup, eventually became the standard in American English. So the next time you reach for ketchup, you're actually using an 1800s branding decision that changed the dictionary. And that's all for this week's edition of Have You Heard? Please leave a comment and tell me which was the most surprising feline phrase that you have never heard. I'm Troy W. Hudson, voice actor, on-camera guy, and storyteller. Until next time, stay curious.